All right, so we are heading over to a job where Mac is setting up right now. He is doing a roof job. This is a job that was scheduled for last week. We had some equipment issues, so he wasn't able to get that done. Equipment is up and running. I'm heading that way to show him exactly how to use the new stuff, and hopefully we're gonna knock it out. But I thought this would be a great time to talk about the evolution of some of your processes, some of your systems. This video is how to wash a roof, right? And we're talking about how to wash a roof because I've made a bunch of videos over the years, and those videos, they're a little bit dated now because our systems, our processes, our equipment has changed. We have gotten better. It has evolved, and it has allowed us to be more efficient. We do this both in our processes on how to clean stuff, as well as those in our business, like having a good CRM so you can keep up with all your contacts, having something like InstaQuote in place so your customers can quote themselves, or just having a good CRM that allows you to send quotes super fast, because we all know the guy that gets to the quote the quickest is the one that gets the job like 78% of the time. Not my statistic, it's just a fact. Anyway, we're gonna roll up, we're gonna wash this roof, we're gonna talk about the things that we are doing differently than we have in the past, and that's it. So let's go see Mac.
I'd rather do it right the first time and not have to waste time and come back.
I agree. Got a lot of stuff that we gotta move. I'm glad we brought Mike. So this is one of the things that we always do, is just a pre-inspection. We ask for the customer to come out, and if they want to do a walkthrough with us, then they definitely can. Point out any areas of concern. That way it definitely eliminates any kind of potential callbacks. Basically what we're doing is we're covering our own ass by having them point out the things that are of concern to them, and then we won't miss them. And if they show us anything later after the fact, we can be like, well, we did a walkthrough. Anyway, we're just going to get started, move everything off, and go from there. So we are going to be cleaning this roof. Obviously, we need to move all the things that might get damaged or impede our progress. We also need to get everything watered down before we get started. Now, most of the time, Mac will be here on his own, so he would do a quick wetting of all the plants around the property. Then he would set up his oscillating sprinklers if needed. Now, they have hoses on both sides of this house with really nice nozzles. So since we have some extra hands here today, we are all going to help to make the process move along a little faster. They also have gutters, which is a good thing. It helps to control the runoff. All things you need to be aware of when you're planning your attack of the roof wash. Also, you need to know where the downspouts are. That's really important because you want to manage the overflow from them. And despite what most people think, I actually do work. Not really. Mac, do I work a lot?
Do you work a lot?
Yeah.
Not with me.
Okay, where do you want
put it right there.
Okay.
I'll take it.
You like this one better?
Oh God, yeah. This one's way more sturdy. That one I like if it's like a lower roof and everything, just because I can move it around a lot.
Yeah.
And it's so light. But this one's a lot more sturdy. So.
And so what we're doing here is Mac will get up there with the low pressure tip of the pressure washer. And essentially he's using it like a leaf blower, right? He's using it to blow any of the debris, and you've got some stuff, because we don't want that stuff on the roof while we apply the chemical, because the chemical won't get a chance to get underneath that. So we want to remove any kind of debris from the roof and then do our cleaning. So on this job, we're doing the roof, obviously, we're doing the house, the concrete. So you are going to see us triple purposing and using our time as efficiently as possible. So we're going to go ahead and hit the concrete with a pre-treatment, so that has time to do its thing, get to work killing all the organics. The concrete will be the last thing that we tackle on this project, but doing this will also make the process a lot faster. So like I said a little earlier, we are going to be blowing off the debris from the roof, and while the gutters were not included, they did have gutter guards on them, and in typical gutter guard fashion, they were clogged. So Mac is blowing off the caked on nastiness, so our roof wash mix will go into the gutters and down the downspouts, as opposed to running off and over the gutter guards onto the plants and other vegetation down below, which could cause damage and the need for more watering, which is a time suck. So he's taking a couple extra minutes on this step, which is also an added value to the customer, which I will definitely let him know about right before I send him his invoice through Quote IQ, which has the free review multiplier that redirects the customers to your Google business profile review page after each invoice is paid. It does it automatically, so you don't even have to think about it. But by adding a little bit of extra value, it's likely going to increase the odds of getting him to leave us a 5-star review. So now that we have the roof and gutters cleared off of all the debris, we have already done our pre-watering. We are going to start applying the roof wash. Now, this roof was not that bad, so we're only going to hit it with a 3.5% mix. We're mixing with a proportioner, which makes it really easy. But if you're batch mixing and you need to figure out the best mix, you can check out the free mix calculator on the resource tab in Quote IQ, so you can dial it in and get the right mix every single time. We also cover all of this and more in depth in how to wash. If you're thinking about starting a business or you just want to get better, you can check it out. There is a link below. Okay, as you can see, we're applying the solution to the roof. We're making sure that we get good coverage with as little runoff as possible. And of course, there is going to be some runoff, which is why we take all the precautions to protect the customer's property before, during, and after the roof washing process. Now, you're also going to see that I have mixed a surfactant into the mix. This is not something that I have always done, but again, we need to evolve, and I think this is a necessary step in the process to get the best results for our customers. Now, we use a surfactant when roof washing to improve the effectiveness of the bleach, making sure that it sticks to the surface and breaks down dirt, algae, the Gloeocapsomagma way more efficiently than if there was none in it. And this also helps to evenly distribute the mix, preventing streaks and missed spots because it's a lot easier to see, as you can see. Another reason to use a surfactant is because it helps to reduce the chemical usage by preventing excessive runoff, making the process more profitable. So we are going to give it a little bit of dwell time as we clear the lines, flush them all out, rinse out the chem from all the hoses, the proportioner, and the pump. We got to take care of our stuff. And again, this is something that we hadn't done in the past. We get a ton of rain here in Savannah almost every single afternoon in the spring and the summer, and that was unbelievably helpful in rinsing off all the dead organic matter from the roof after we did our cleaning. Now, I would let the customers know after a few rains, the roof would look brand new again. And obviously, communication is key. I was communicating, but good old Mac here, he just couldn't leave without rinsing because it didn't look as good as he wanted it to look when he left the property. And guess what happened? We started to get more reviews on roof cleaning jobs as a result because the customers saw an instant result as opposed to a couple rains and then it got better. So I highly recommend the old rinse. Now, if you don't want to rinse the entire roof, hit the bottom 4 feet or so. So if it does rain immediately after you finish, there is very little risk of runoff causing any damage. And of course, once you're done rinsing off the roof, water everything down on the ground one more time just to be on the safe side. Okay, so we've got another one in the books, roof job done, complete. And as you saw, everything went real smooth, the equipment worked great, and you saw some of the things that we're doing differently, right? Obviously, we were always very cognizant of, preparation and making sure everything was taken care of as far as watering and getting everything set up to make sure that, we don't kill anything. Then the process, we use surfactants now. It allows the chemical to cling to the roof a little bit better. I was always, not always a believer in that, but, it works, and it allows us to be more efficient. It allows the bleach to do its job, stick up there on the roof a little bit longer. And, the equipment has evolved too. We've gone through many different phases in our business. We've gone through a bunch of different equipment in the business. We've done electric, we've done gas, we've done air diaphragm, we've done it all. And, you got to pick what works best for you, what's the most efficient, what's the most reliable, and what's going to get the job done the quickest so you can be the most profitable. Also, we talked a little bit about the rinsing of the roof versus not rinsing. Again, that's a decision you have to make on your own. It's something that we do on every single job now. And I think it just gives a better end result. And of course, if you guys are interested in, learning about some of the other things that we talked about, you can go to myquoteiq.com. You can try any tier for $1, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day.